No, I need help inside. Let's go! I got the badge, baby!
This one is repping, oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping, oh my God.
YouTube, what's going on, everybody? Unreal Divine here. First, we gotta shout out all the soldiers down below. That's everybody subscribe to me and that continue to show love and support. Road to 5K, baby. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button and join the Divine Army. Alright, with that being said, let's jump straight into today's video, because today I have a most anticipated video that I've been wanting to bring to you guys on my channel for a while, and that is how to get the 4K damage badge, baby. So today we're going to be breaking down and give you guys details step by step on how you guys can acquire the 4K damage badge, be looking all sexy in the game lobbies, loading up and everything. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so the very first tip I got for you guys to get the dope 4K badge is weapons. Okay, so the first tip I got for you guys is weapons. Now, I see a lot of players using weird weapons like snipers and the bow check to try to get this 4K badge. Unless you like a crazy player like Daltouche or a damn near pro player, it's highly unrealistic for you guys to get the badge using those weapons. So for my not as advanced players, I recommend for you guys to use automatic weapons. Using automatic weapons is going to greatly increases you guys' chance of getting this badge. And what I mean by automatic weapons is just weapons that shoot automatically. For example, auto rifles, submachine guns, light machine guns. These are all great examples of automatic weapons that you guys should be using to try to get this badge. Now, a tip for this, I want you guys to use long range and medium range automatic weapons. You want at least one long range weapon because a lot of players are going to be far from you, or at least the distance. So example of that is like the R301 or the flatline, because you can throw like a 2x scope on there, a 3x scope, and still get some damage from a distance. Medium close range weapon, for example, is like a submachine gun like the R99 or the alternator, because you can still do a lot of damage to medium to close range. Even weapons like light machine guns, for example, the Devotion is great for a lot of damage, or the Spitfire. Weapons like these are going to allow you to do a lot of damage very quickly, and you don't have to have the best accuracy with them as well. So if you miss a few bullets, it's not going to affect you too bad. Okay, so the weapons I just mentioned are some really great weapons you can use to try to get this badge. There's a bunch more. Personally, like I said, my favorites are the R301, the R99, the Spitfire, the Vault. I really like using those type of weapons to try to get this badge. So you can use those weapons, but I want you guys to use weapons that you guys are very, very good with, because you guys have to get a lot of damage and a lot of kills. So use the weapons you guys are best with. Don't just try to use, what I say on this guide. Use the weapons you guys are best with so you can get the most damage and, the most kills with those weapons. So yeah, take those tips into consideration. Like I said, long to medium range weapons, auto weapons, and make sure you guys are good with those weapons. And let's move on to tip number 2. Okay, now that y'all got a couple weapons y'all comfortable with, y'all gonna need some great accuracy with those weapons. So my second tip for you guys is aim. Great aim, great accuracy. Improve it if you guys are struggling. If you guys do not know how to recoil control, this tip is exactly for you guys. I'm gonna need you guys to increase you guys' accuracy. If you guys are struggling, have no fear. Unreal Divine is here. I got a bunch of videos on my channel on how to improve you guys' accuracy. Like I just previously stated, recoil control is you guys' best friend. Learn how to use it. If you guys are struggling with it, like I said, check those videos out in the comments and in the description. Improve you guys' aim. This is going to allow you guys to get a lot more damage in you guys' games. Now that you guys have weapons you guys are really comfortable with, you want to be able to maximize the amount of output you can with those weapons. So having the best aim for those weapons is going to do that. So yeah, that's my second tip. Let's move on to the third. Okay, so the third tip I got for you guys is teammates. This is going to strongly increase you guys' potential on getting a lot of more damage and kills. Specifically more damage in this, because you can communicate two things. One, that you can communicate when your team downs enemies to not kill them, because if you thirst down enemies, those points also count. So if someone's knocked on an enemy team, make sure you are that person to finish them off and to kill them for their death box to appear. Make sure you guys are getting those extra damage numbers, and communicate that with your team to not kill down enemies if possible, and that you want to kill those enemies. Also, it's going to allow you to communicate in such situations for your team not to kill certain people and push certain people, and it's going to allow you to do that so you can also get those damage numbers. Now, this tip is not needed, but it does help a lot, because it makes getting this badge a lot easier for you guys. You don't have to do everything by yourself. You don't have to be that much more of a better player, because you're going to have support helping you get the badge. So yeah, try to grab teammates if possible. 2 teammates really helps. 1 teammate even is beneficial, but like I said, it's not necessarily needed, but it does help a lot. Okay, so moving on to my 4th tip is to be aggressive. You guys got to go after them. Be the aggressive players in the lobby. Be the predators. Be the champions. You guys are going to have to be the ones getting the kills, getting the damage, so you guys have to be aggressive. Having a team helps with this a lot, because you're not going to be aggressive by yourself. But like I said, if you guys are going for these badges, you're going to have to be in position to get a lot of damage and a lot of kills, so you're going to have to be the person that's being aggressive. But with this tip, do not be too aggressive to the point where you're getting caught out. There's kind of a balance in between. You guys are going to understand the more you play and the more you practice these tips, but you don't want to be the person getting caught out and putting your team at a disadvantage, but you still also want to be aggressive to the point where you're getting these these damage numbers and being in position to do so. So yeah, try to be aggressive. Like I said, having a team helps with this tip, but it's not necessary. But yeah, that's my 4th tip for you guys. Move on to the 5th. Okay, so moving on to the 5th tip, I got land near hot zones. Now, this is just a numbers game. The more players you battle and the more people you interact with, the more damage numbers you're gonna get. So landing near hot zones is gonna allow you to be around a lot more players, so that way you can get a lot of damage very quickly at the beginning of the match, and you're not trying to just scramble and get all your damage points at the end of the game. So try to land near hot zones. You don't have to necessarily land in it, but try to land near them, so that way you're still near enemies. You can get a couple kills at the beginning and get like a few hundred damage at the start of the game, and you're not trying to just scramble all this damage throughout or at the end. So yeah, try to land near hot zones. That's my 5th tip for you guys, and let's go to the 6th. Okay, so the 6th tip I got for you guys is the damage counter. Now, this honestly really shouldn't be a tip, but I'm throwing this in here because before season 8 or 9, I think it was, they never even had the damage counter. So you guys are ahead of the game and have a huge advantage with this damage counter. And the upper hand right hand corner, it shows how much total damage you have throughout the game at the current time. It's it's live, it's up to date as soon as you shoot someone. Keep track of the damage counter. Pay attention. If you guys are really close to 4K, try to be a little more aggressive. If you guys have 3,000, 3,500, try to be a little more aggressive. Pay attention to that damage counter. Also, like I previously stated, kill downed enemies, thirst them. That also adds to your damage counter. Try to increase your damage counter as much as possible and as early as possible. That's a great tip for you guys. Okay, so my last and final tip for you guys, tip number 7, I have play your life. A lot of the damage you guys are going to get for this 4K badge is going to come near the end of the match. So you guys are going to play your life and position yourself to where you can get a lot of damage on at the end of the game. So one, you want to position that you can stay alive with and you want to position that you can see other enemies, so you can either poke, you can push, be a little aggressive, but you just really want to focus on playing your life, staying alive as long as possible. And honestly, getting this badge, you want to try to win the game trying to get this badge, but it's not always going to work out like that. But if you play your life and you're getting a lot of damage at the end of the game how you should be effectively, you guys are going to see that this badge is a lot easier to get than you guys thought. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys found this video useful anyway. If you guys did, please make sure to leave a like. It helps me so much with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you guys are new to the channel and enjoy the content, make sure you guys smack that subscribe button. Road to 5K. We're almost there. We're pushing it. We just reached 3K, so I want to thank everyone so much for the love and support. We're back to the grind, back to making some dope content. I've been streaming a bunch more, so if you have any additional comments, questions, or you want anything answered, stop by for the live streams as well. And yeah, that's it for today's video. I'm gonna stop rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, leave a like if you did, and I will catch you in my next one. Peace.
Flexing on nigga, just having my way, just having my way, just having my way. Hit up your body, make you all I'm say. I got the key to the motherfucking safe.